So I'm Artemis Teagan with the Artemis Center for Family Therapy, and we're meeting today with my colleague Dr. Dennis Coffey, who has been a psychiatrist in private practice for over 35 years. He also is with the Los Angeles County Department of Mental Health, San Pedro Mental Health.
Exactly.
And I also am joined by my colleague Ronnie Davies, who is with the Artemis Center. And we're going, since Dr. Coffey is a psychiatrist, we thought it would be interesting to get his take on questions about how we apply mindfulness in clinical practice to help address health issues.
Yeah. Within the public mental health system, the question of integration of physical medicine and psychiatric medicine is the hottest topic right now. The effects of your mind on your body and the corresponding effects of your body on your mind. So what are some of the health benefits from mindfulness training?
One of the most important things that it can help with is lowering blood pressure. And this is why, big corporations like Kaiser Permanente are starting to look at using practitioners that incorporate mindfulness, because imagine if we can use our mindfulness interventions to affect the way that we think and feel to lower blood pressure, decrease heart disease, potentially lower cholesterol, reduce stress. These are all health benefits that they are discovering from mindfulness interventions. But when I have clients come in, especially if these are people who are having problems in that area, I'll take their blood pressure at the beginning of the session, and then we'll talk about what's going on, and maybe we'll do some meditation, or maybe a mindfulness walk, or maybe exercise in staying present using the 5 senses. And at the end of the session, I'll take their blood pressure again, and I always see a drop in what's going on in that system, which is wonderful. It's immediate.
Absolutely. You mentioned exercise. Do you advocate exercise?
Part of what we do in the practice that incorporates exercise and mindfulness, we call eco walks or ecotherapy. We're fortunate to be in an area in our practice that's in a beautiful neighborhood near a park. So we'll often take clients on walks, and we'll ask them to focus on their 5 senses. So what does it feel like? Heel, ball of the foot, middle of your foot, toe. What does it feel like as your foot is picking up off the ground? What does the ground feel like? What do you start to hear in the environment? What are the smells? What does the sunlight feel like on your skin? And pretty soon, whatever they came into session with, whether it's traumatic loss or severe anxiety or depression, they're now completely oriented in the present. And what they report by the time we come back to the office 30 or 40 minutes later is feeling significantly more relaxed. And this often shows up in lowered blood pressure, respiration. You can see it in their bodies that they're not holding so much tension, and they're not perseverating about whatever it was they came in with. Imagine how much mental attention gets freed up to be more aware about a school assignment that you're doing, or increase productivity at your job, or be able to attend to your partner more effectively because you're not somewhere else because you've just engaged in that process.
Okay.
So lowering blood pressure, helping in the treatment of heart disease, lowering stress levels, improving cognitive functioning on test results, helping with chronic pain, certainly focus, memory, concentration. And I think in that regard, it's not necessarily a health benefit, but I think it helps in terms of relationship functioning, because so much of what goes wrong, particularly with couples, is the inability to be present with each other and to really track what the person's saying. We're in our future orientation about what we think they're saying, and we're ready to answer them and go somewhere else, but we're not really here. We're not really here with what is their body saying, and what are their eyes saying, and if I weren't in judgment, could I hear you? I really appreciate your interest in the health benefits of mindfulness, and we're always happy to talk about them, and always very welcome your input.
Well, I always appreciate what you guys do, because the patients always swear by you.